Good morning, everybody. So yesterday, I told you that I was I was studying Psalms 41 through 17. So today's verse is verse 2. And it says, He drew me up from the pit of destruction, out of the merry bog, and set my feet upon a rock, making my steps secure. And that is something that God does for me. He does lift me up when I'm feeling, the most, when I'm feeling down, I should say. And he's a presence that I can't explain. I have a wonderful husband that is always there for me. I have two beautiful daughters who are always there for me. They're all very supportive. I have family, mom, dad, sisters, brothers. The thing is that God is there when I'm in my head and I can't express to my other family members what I'm feeling. God already knows. He's there. He sees it. So that has been very helpful to me, especially lately. And, but just to know that he's there and that all I have to do is call on his name. And even then, he knows, even if I don't holler at him, he knows that I'm in need and he shows up. But that's my Bible study for today. That's my verse that I'm studying today. And, but anyway, so the next thing that I wanted to kind of talk about was how I did not realize. I've been researching, obviously, the basal cell carcinoma, and I did not realize that there were subtypes of basal cell. So I'm going to put my face on this morning while I do this. So this is just eye cream, because why not? But anyway, so the basal cell carcinoma has three subtypes. One is what's called superficial. And I guess it just lays it's like a scaly, like a flat scaly type. One is called infiltrative, and that's where it grows deep down into the tissue. So even if it just looks tiny, it can be infiltrative, and it can be, it can cause enormous, what is that, deformation, or, where they have to cut out a lot more than what you're expecting. And then there's one called nodular. And I think of the three, the infiltrative sounds the worst to me. I'm not sure which one I have. I didn't, when the doctor called me last week, I was just kind of in, you get in that mode of, if I don't listen too much, maybe it's not real, or I don't know, maybe I probably shouldn't be that way, but, or if it's, like you want to be strong, like that's my big thing is I always try to put on a strong face. I'm okay. Okay. Basal cell. Sure. I can handle that. That's not real cancer anyway, right? And no, your dermatologist will tell you real quick that it is still cancer. You're not going to die from it, which is great, but it can disfigure you, which in itself is just horrific, when you think about that. But, oh golly, and I am so glad we live in America, because let me tell you, some of the research that I've done, some of these people are having to wait, like in Canada and in the UK, because they have the universal health care. They're having to wait like 2 years just to get seen by a doctor. That's crazy to me. Like, we can call and say, I need an appointment for, and you might wait a month. Like I'm waiting a month for my doctor. Because he's an eye specialist, that, specifically, for, surgery around the eye. But 2 years, I couldn't imagine having to wait for 2 years to have this thing removed. Like, that's crazy to me. And I am so sorry to all of y'all that don't live in America and have to deal with that. I am so sorry. But anyway, so I do my eye cream. I do my moisturizer. And I just, I put this on because my skin is getting older. And listen, I haven't always treated it the best. I love to mow. I love to be outside. And did I put sunscreen on? Yeah, a lot of times. But notice what I do. See, that was something I noticed yesterday when I was putting my stuff on. My skin cancer is right there. My basal cell is right there. Okay, when I put my lotion and stuff on, I noticed that I was just doing this right here, like this. Girls, get in there. Put it all in here. Get it all in the little nooks and crannies everywhere, all over the face. But that's just my lotion, though. So I will do that with my sunscreen. Am I going anywhere today? I'm not real sure. But you know what? I'm going to put my sunscreen on anyway, just in case. Because if I do happen to go somewhere, then I don't have to worry about, oh, I forgot it, didn't get it put on, whatever. This is probably a little much, but I don't care. I'm covering this baby up. But see, I've started making sure that I get right in this area right here because I just find it odd that that's the place that I have the basal cell, but that's also the place that I never, when I do put my sunscreen on, I always just kind of did it like this right here, and didn't get in the nooks and the crannies. And let me tell you, that's where that stuff grows, right? Well, not for everybody, but for some of us. But anyway, so that's my little advice today for you. And got to get this hair fixed. But it is going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a glorious day. The Lord is going to take care of me regardless. Oop, still got white right there. Regardless of what happens. I am waiting, though, on a phone call from my dermatologist because I am very curious to know what subtype of basal cell that I have. That way I can, research it even more because why not? I have nothing else to do for the next month until I wait for my appointment. But I'm not worrying about it. I don't want you guys to think that I'm sitting here worrying about it, but I'm one of those people I want to know. I want to know what I'm walking into, what I'm going to be looking at. Is it, I don't want to be surprised. I like to know ahead of time, and then that way, when I get the best outcome, I'm like, oh, see, it wasn't so bad. But y'all have a great day. Take a moment, find your scripture, talk to God, and let him love on you like he does me. Bye.